Oh, it's you. G'day, thanks for joining me. My name's Dash. Today I'm trying to insulate the windows of the four-wheel drive. We do have tinting, which I installed myself, and we do have these shade covers. It's not too bad, but I was hoping for a little more. And plus, we were hoping to insulate it a little. I know there are plenty of choices. There's like these little solar screens, but they're okay, but a little flimsy. Where I live in Australia, Queensland, winter is approaching, but if it gets under 15 degrees Celsius or 60 degrees Fahrenheit, it's classified as cold. This is a camp mat supplied by Kmart Australia, and it's meant to be a winter camp mat because it's got that on the back. And it's just normal one. So what I've got to do is measure up the windows, get a good fit. I've been thinking about it. My job often is to improve things or do things without destroying them. It doesn't always work, but I give it a go anyway. So I was thinking about the windows. I got some brown paper, and I've already pre-done that. I've cut a bit that sort of fits. Now the point is, when you have a fresh piece of paper, it's not easy to do. So I was thinking about that as well. And what I came up with is, when I bake, and you're lining a baking tray, what you often do with baking paper is you crunch it up. The purpose of that is to make the paper not go in any particular direction. Sorry if it's amazing. Nice ball. Then when you spread it out and you apply it to something, it can bend and fold in each place. So it makes it a lot easier. So now, got a pen. I've got to get up here and I'm going to fit this in the best I can, push it into the edges, and then trace it with a pen. But it's going to be awkward, so I'll get back to you about that. Okay, I've finished the pattern. I've made it slightly bigger than I need because I'd rather cut down than try and add. So now I'm going to trace it onto our camping mat, and then we'll do all the minor adjustments then, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll fit. But knowing my life, it could well not. So we'll see. Life on the vertical is way harder than it looks. So I initially tried sticky tape. Didn't go so well. Moved to what we call blue tack. It's like a weird blue chewing gum stuff. And I've stuck that on. I've cut it more to shape, and now that it's a little firmer, I'll be able to trace in the grooves a lot better. So we'll see how we go. We've traced it on. Now we're cutting it out. It's quite sunny and glary here. And the other reason I'm probably not showing you me cutting this out, because I'm one of those people, when you cut, your tongue helps. So not everyone's that way. It's a focus thing, I think. As I said, things don't always work out for me. Like, I could be sewing these, which is fine, because I can sew. I do have a sewing machine, and my parents gave me these scissors when I was 12 for sewing class, and I love the scissors. Assume this was an easier way to do it, which it probably is. But I laid the pattern straight down on this, not allowing that I wanted the silver side on the outside. So when I put it up down, it's not correct. But that's okay. There's a matching reverse window on the other side. So we'll try it on there. Things that seem simple aren't always, but that's okay. As long as you keep trying, things don't have to be perfect. And unless you give it a go, you're not going to learn new skills. So here we go. Well, looky that. After a lot of trimming, retrimming, and retrimming, we finally have a window cover. And it pushes in nice and firm. And yes, You'll see a little bits of light here and there, but hey, I got to get my finger around it to pull it out because it's jammed in so well. Now that we've made the first one and my windows are basically identical, what I'll do is use this one as the pattern and cut the second. The reality is, things can always be done better. I did make mistakes, but that's okay. Until you learn, then you're not sure what to do. So, by me trying, not giving up, I learned some new skills. I learned how to do it better on the future windows, and I'm happy with that. Hopefully you are too. Good news, both windows are done now. Only got the back one I'm going to do today, which is probably good because it's outside the car, so I don't have to explain all the carpet burn I've got. Hopefully no one asks. Very happy with the way they're going. I'll show you from the outside after. But they've really darkened it in here, and I think they'll do a great job at night time. Keep the privacy. So we'll see how we go. From the outside, you can slightly see it under the tint. If you're wondering about the bubbles in the tint, I did the tint myself. It did look better. The heat in Queensland is just ridiculous, and it sort of really gets aggressive on those things. This is with it half pulled back. I can just see in the back, but with that it's going to be so much better. I've learnt a little this time. I've actually laid out the matting before I did it, so I might lose some of its curl. As you can see, this one has a graph on it, which makes it easier. And the bonus is the window, if you fold it in half, would be identical. So even if I did put it on the wrong way, I should still be able to fit it. There we go, the back is done. I start slightly oversized and I trim it down as required. I do cut it out from the pattern, which I start oversized as well. That way you can make a slightly better fit. So let's see what it looks like from the other side. This is my back window before I put the insulation on. You can technically see through it. I don't know if you can see that in the video, but we'll see if it gets a stronger look. This is there you go, there's the completed thing. The colour is a lot brighter, and now it's insulated. You can just see the reflective behind it. Awesome.